What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be reacting to TerraGreen. That's his name, a new person. 1,000 ants versus obstacles. Now, y'all might be asking, why am I watching this? Or maybe y'all not. Y'all don't care. Y'all just want to see the video. But I was watching his videos, and this man, I ain't gonna lie, it's just entertaining, bro. It was just entertaining. So I just want to watch this. Let's just get straight into it. No real reason besides
I've
that.
seen videos of ants doing insane things to survive, like in this one where they built a boat out of their bodies to survive a flood, or in this
And if
one,
this dude decent, we gonna put him in the rotation of people we react to, because his videos are actually entertaining, bro. Like, he has so many. I don't know if it was just him. I was on like a web thing, and he just posted. That's why I'm reacting to it. You feel me?
where they built a dangling bridge out of their bodies to attack a wasp nest. So I was wondering, if I put my 1,000 ants into obstacle courses, will they do similar things to complete them, or are my ants just not that smart? Well, I just spent hours.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I don't be liking these 1,000 ant videos, because he be hoeing the other creature. Of course, no creature is gonna beat 1,000 ants. And he had this one video with a scorpion, bruh, and he just threw the scorpion in the middle of the ants like he had any chance. Like, bro, you be hoeing these animals. Like, at least let them see him head on. If you throw him in the middle, of course he's gonna lose. Like, he had no chance. Bro had no chance.
1,000 ants out my old ant nest. So I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to put these guys up against their first ant obstacle. Obstacle number one is this thing. Basically, what we do is put some massive dead insect food at the bottom, and then we fill it with a bunch of sand to turn it into one of those 2D ant nests. Basically, we'll be able to watch the ants dig out all sorts of tunnel systems in here, and if they actually find the insect food I hit at the bottom, then they'll pass the obstacle and move on to the next obstacles that get harder and harder as the video goes on.
Okay.
Alright, let's not waste any time, and well, let's just do this. Wow, that is very satisfying watching 1,000 ants fall in here. Okay, now of course immediately.
I wonder if they're getting mad at each other for falling on each other. That's just so random, but I just wanted to say it. Like, what if?
Ants all
Imagine.
start to try and climb the walls of the top area to try and escape. But surprisingly, many of the ants were already starting to dig down that center 2D part of the nest. Oh my gosh, this is happening so fast. Wait, is there already progress on the side of the tank? Oh, I just put these guys in literally like 45 seconds ago. And they've already dug like half an inch down in. What? Yep, and if you check out this time-lapse footage, you can see just how quickly they were getting work done. They literally work like mini drills to dig these tiny tunnels through the sand. But in reality, it's
I wouldn't go that far.
and grueling process where each individual grain of sand has to be picked up from a worker underground, brought all the way up to the surface through this little hole, and then dropped off at this
Yo, this is some work. This is some work. Let's just be real. This is some actual work. Who's doing this? Ain't none of y'all doing this. Y'all know y'all wouldn't do this. You got to pick up grain by grain. That's crazy. I mean, it is a lot of them, but I feel like it's way more sand, though. You feel me?
Over here. Now, while I was recording this, it was actually getting pretty late in the day, so I decided to turn off the lights and came back the next day to see the progress made. And guys, the next day I came back to the ant nest looking like this. Yeah, bro. What? It's been literally like 8 hours. How did these ants build an entire intricate nest? And not only were all these intricate tunnel systems made, but remember those dead insects I placed at the bottom as food? Well, it's safe to say that ants found those too, and it looks like the whole colony had swarmed them and had already started to devour them. And since they got to the insects, that
I just wonder, bro. I don't know what I wonder, but I don't know, bro. This is actually interesting. I don't know, bro. I'm actually like this. I like this.
Means they passed this first obstacle. Congratulations, guys. It happened so fast, I literally didn't even capture that on camera. Oh, but this next obstacle the ants are going up against will definitely be caught on camera, because the next obstacle is the tightrope of doom. Yes, you heard that right. And if you're wondering what that is, well, it's this thing. Yup, the ants will have to walk across this extremely narrow tight.
How you gonna get them to do it though? I feel like they would though. And can't walk. Ants can walk like on wall. So like, if they can walk up things, I'm pretty sure they can walk across this. I'm pretty sure they're good. Honestly.
Over a pit filled with fire and flame. Oh, I gotta put that out. Oh, yeah, put that out. Are you gonna go out? No, I'm just kidding. That would be crazy. These are literally my pets. I would never do that. But I will be trapping the ants down here if they fall by lining the walls of this pit with this super slippery liquid stuff.
I got a question. Where's the line though? Because these are your pets, but what about the other thing? Like, do you not feel bad for the other things that you like feed them and like, like, it's just double standards, I guess.
Flew on. I know you
I
can't
do
really
feel it because if something's your pet versus something not your pet, you're not gonna have an attachment to it. Makes sense.
see this stuff since it's invisible, but basically when an ant tries to walk up on here now, it'll just slip off completely. Yeah, this stuff is super slippery. And you guys are about to see why this challenge gets so interesting in a second, but if you look over at the 2D ant nest, you'll actually see I have a little hole here plugged up with some paper towels, and if you also look here, I got some tubing, meaning I can connect this to the obstacle. So yeah, let's just get this obstacle started. Come on, ants, let's get in here. Immediately after
What
plugging
happened
in
to
the
his finger?
tubing, obviously ants noticed and started walking in. I mean, there's 1,000 ants. You can't even get away from them for a second. So that's what makes these obstacles fun, because it only took like 10 seconds till our first ant entered the tightrope of doom tank. Now, to pass this obstacle, the ants quite literally just need to get one of these pieces of insect legs back across the tightrope, which...
Oh, I thought they just had to go across it. I'm like, I don't feel like it'd be that hard for them to get across that, considering the fact that they can't climb up things. Don't feel like this would be that hard. It's more of a balance thing, but still, they have good grip, is what I mean.
Let's see how they do. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the ants started off with some pretty lackluster performance.
Okay,
Because our
okay.
first ants that made it to this tightrope...
Y'all making me look bad. Y'all making me look bad. Y'all making me look bad right now, ants. Come on, lock in, bro. Y'all making me look bad.
but didn't actually walk onto it. They kind of just walked around it on the corner of this platform where they just ended up just slipping off. Yeah, come on, guys. What are you doing? But we got 1,000 ants, so I was expecting at least one of these ants to eventually step onto this tightrope. But as tons more ants started to walk into this room, yeah, they kind of all just did the same exact thing. And the pit started to get absolutely filled up with tons of ants. Come on, ants. What are you doing? No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't think this was gonna happen. Is somebody gonna walk across it? This was like the most unexpected.
Walk across the tightrope. I just gotta fix something. Let me show you how to fix it. Basically, what I did was first of all tape 2 extra pieces of string to the tightrope to make it a bit thicker, so the ants would feel safer when they walked on it. And also, I rubbed this insect jelly food on the tightrope to make the bridge smell like jelly. And yeah, hopefully this will make them want to walk on it. Now, this worked exactly how I wanted it to, because within the first minute, our first workers actually started to walk onto the tightrope and explore.
I like how I wouldn't say it's super easy, but I like how easy it is for him to like control the ants to get them what they want. He wants them to do. Like it's just like it's simple ways to get them to do what you want them to do. Especially when it comes to like it was this one video where they were making ant colonies and like for like I think like 100 days or something like that. Very fun video. It's just like I don't know. To be an ant keeper, would any of y'all be an ant keeper? Like ants out of all thing, an ant keeper? Sounds, I don't know.
Very slowly. But over time, more and more ants started to walk onto it, and it was actually kind of funny because sometimes the ants would literally just be hanging from each other's legs because there would just be way too many on the tightrope at the same time. Dang, these ants aren't very good at saving their friends.
No, look, did you see the way the ant kicked back? Like it's like he kicked him off his legs, bro.
Our first brave ant to actually make it to the end of this tightrope. That was even half the challenge, because now, if you remember, the ants actually got to pick up one of these insect legs and bring them back across.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think this is going well. Cause what if one of them drop it? I mean, I guess it wouldn't mean nothing because he can just pick it up. Actually, there's a lot of ants down there, but he's an ant keeper, right? He's not scared of ants. He should be fine.
This ant clearly wasn't looking too interested in that because, yeah, he was just completely ignoring them. So I kept waiting until some more ants made it to the side by crossing the tightrope. And surprisingly, one of the ants that made it actually did seem interested in the legs because he went up to one of them and actually started to bite it. But if you couldn't tell, this leg is kind of way too big for this worker to carry it all by himself. And for some reason, even after tons of ants made it onto this side, none of them came to help this poor worker move the leg. But this worker had a mission. He knew he needed to take a leg back to the colony.
Don't they did like communication, right? Don't they like they should? Well, I'm not sure, but like I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just very invested. I'm liking this, y'all. I just want y'all to like it. I don't know, bro. This is very deep. I like this. Is this something that I should react to? Because this I like this. I don't know. It's just something about watching him like put them to challenges like different like going up against different things. Only thing I would say I don't like is just like I said, the 1,000 ants versus something videos, because you be really hoeing stuff. Like you be hoeing them, bro. Like there's no chance, bro. You be giving them other animals no chance. It be no fight. Like it literally be no fight. Like they just be getting got. Like it'd be crazy, bro. My bad.
To one of the smaller insect legs that he could actually carry by himself, and he actually picked it up and started to walk. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't super efficient or anything, but theoretically he could pass this obstacle for the entire colony if he played his cards right. And played his cards right, he did, because I'm not joking. He walked straight over to the tightrope, and he might have had an extremely close call where he almost fell off, but somehow he managed to save himself. And then the ant actually.
He still got. Yo, who is this? Who is this, bro? Who is this, bro? He moving different, bro. He moving like Larry. If you know who Larry is, it's the dude from the other video, the ant from the other video. But, bro, he's moving like Larry. Larry moves different. I think it's Larry.
With an insect leg in his mouth. Oh my
yeah, he's moving different.
Guys, this is genuinely so insane. I am rooting for you, bro. I mean, you got a long way to go. But guys, the ants were doing so awful up to this point. You can see how many fell into the pit of doom.
Yeah, it's only one ant that's locked in, and bro's really locked in. Like, he must be, like, he trying to be king ant or something. He trying to be a king ant. Fuck that worker shit.
He's just an absolute killer. Yep, literally none of the 1,000 ants decided to help this dude. He was doing this entirely solo. And so he kept on marching, completely ignoring any ants that were in his way. And this dude made it all the way to the end of the tightrope.
The fact that he's holding it and he's upside down. I don't understand how all those ants fell and they can go upside down on the shit. This dude, this ant must be like a legendary ant or something, because he went across with something, like, and y'all couldn't even make it across. I don't understand how so many fail when they have such good grip. They can literally hang on it. Like, they don't even have to, like, stay on top of it. They can literally go on the side of it and just walk like that. So I don't understand how they're falling. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is dumb shit. How are they falling?
The obstacle. Oh my gosh, this ant is insane. Seriously, I gotta name this guy. I think I'm gonna name him Anthony. And we're probably never gonna be able to find Anthony again since all the ants look the same. But seriously, everyone spam some W's in the comments for Anthony. That was so insane.
Nah, bruh. You gotta get him, like, get him his own, bro. Get him something, bro. He doesn't need to be there with them other ants, bro. He needs to be a king. Anthony needs to be a king, bruh. He really needs to be a king. Like, he needs to be a king ant, because after what he just did, his IQ is like 10 times all them ants. His IQ is too high, bro.
Since these guys beat the obstacle, I'm gonna give the insect's legs as a prize. Thanks, Anthony. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. So
it's just the fact that all of them ignored him.
Back to the 2D ant nest. Well, this colony is now ready.
He grabbed them one by one. I guess I would have just poured them into the tank like he did the first time, right? Or maybe he couldn't pick that up. I think it was attached to something. Maybe he couldn't pick that up.
Or its third obstacle. And oh boy, am I excited for this one.
Yes.
Because guys, these ants are gonna have to break into a vault. Yeah, like a robbery, basically. Yep, you heard that right, a vault. For this obstacle, I literally built up a DIY bank vault from scratch out of paper that I knew the ants would probably be able to break into. You can see, it's pretty good. Sort of looks like a real vault. And anyways, it's cool because the door actually opens, so I could fill this bank vault with an absolutely insane amount of seeds. Yeah, I put so many seeds in here. Because yeah, apparently seeds are this species of ants' favorite food, so they should absolutely swarm this thing. But I got this hot glue gun so I can seal this vault door shut, because I gotta make this actually a kind of hard obstacle. So let me just go and put some glue on here. Oh yeah, just like that. Alright, the vault.
I kind of feel bad for Anthony though, because he did all that for no reason, bro. I kind of feel bad for him because he really did all that for no reason. Like, that happened for like a couple seconds for us, but that was probably like a long ass time for him, bro. Like, damn, he really just hold Anthony. I feel like, bro, Anthony just got hold. You should at least gave him like a prize or something for him doing it by himself. You should at least gave him a prize. I feel like that's how I feel. You should at least give that man a prize.
It's completely sealed shut with glue now, so let's see.
What's Ant's favorite food if they have one? If y'all know.
This is going to be a very interesting to watch. So yeah, I just put it in, and as you can imagine, the 1,000 ant colony immediately started to climb onto it. Especially when things are put into colonies' nests, they need to investigate it to make sure it's not a threat. And with this, I think they pretty much immediately knew it wasn't a threat, because none of them were biting it or anything. And actually, a lot of them were just using it as an opportunity to climb out of the enclosure. That's not good. But yeah, the vault right now is pretty sealed shut, and I don't even think the ants knew that there were seeds inside of here. So nothing really eventful happened, to be honest. Okay, this is not exactly going to plan. I'm just gonna take this box and put it in there. Oh, before they crush any ants. Okay, then let me scoop up all the ants that fell off. So yeah, I got all those fallen soldiers back into the nest, of course. Well, that didn't exactly work so well, but I kind of knew it wasn't going to work so well, so that's why I came equipped with this stuff. So basically, it's a cup of water and a big cup of sugar, which I'm going to pour into the water. Then basically, I can mix the water and sugar around to make sugar water, which ants
Okay, we know ants love sugar water. That's why you should never leave sugar out anywhere. Well, I've never really had a problem with ants, not gonna lie to you. Like a house problem, never really had a problem with ants at all. I don't see ants that much. Never have, really.
love the smell and taste of. And using this paintbrush, I actually just want to go.
But I will say, one time there was a whole bunch of ants by my like door because I guess like something was spilled on the ground, but they left after like a day. Honestly, they left. They didn't even do nothing to them. They just left.
Basically, this will make the vault not only taste like sugar, but it will also just make it kind of soggy since it's made out of paper, and it should make it able so the ants can chew through it and stuff and get to the seeds. So yeah, I absolutely just soaked this vault in the sugar water, and without wasting any time, I got this thing in the nest. Alright, ants, let's see how you do this time. And oh boy, were things a lot more interesting this time around, because right away, tons more ants were way more interested. You can see how after the ants would walk onto the vault, they would just completely stand still. That's because they were putting their mouth up to the paper and were just completely licking all the sugar off the paper. Yeah, so not really what I had in mind. I thought this was going to make them want to completely chew through the paper, not lick it. But yeah, so many ants got their fair share.
I'm learning a lot because I didn't even know ants can lick. Like I'm just like because I didn't even know ants can lick, bro. Like I'm learning. So I learned so much from these videos about ants that I never knew. Honestly, about most animals. Not most, but mostly ants. Yeah. Like over the past few days, I know so much about ants now that I didn't know before. Honestly. And I don't know if I'm happy with that or no.
Ant even trying to find or even acknowledge that there were seeds inside of here. Well, that was until this moment. When you see this hole here, well, just out of nowhere, an ant just came up to it and walked into the hole. And yeah, there was just an ant inside of this vault with the absolute jackpot of seeds. I don't know how this hole got here. I guess maybe the sogginess from the sugar water made it droop or something. But wow.
Yeah, they going in.
Oh my gosh, wait, I think the ants just completed the obstacle. Let me get all the excess ants off this safe real quick. And yeah, once the extra ants had fallen off, I cut open the vault to see if that ant had actually made it inside. And as you can see, he absolutely had made it inside. Oh my gosh, bro, your colony has no clue how much you just clutched up for them. Wait, Matt?
Is that fucking Anthony? I know Anthony when I see Anthony. I'm just saying. I know Anthony when I think that's Anthony. Who else thinks that's... I think it's Anthony. Hey. Tell me down below if y'all think that was Anthony. I think it was Anthony. I'm just saying. Anthony Clutch.
If this is Anthony, that same Anthony.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
Insane, but I mean, I don't know if this is the same ant. But anyways, WAM.
Might be. He probably is.
The entire vault's loot pile onto the 2D ant nest. And well, the ants have been rewarded with the absolute motherload of food up to this point. But I've been saving the craziest obstacle for last to really find out how smart my ant colony actually is. And this final one is the floor is lava. Yup, the floor is lava. And thankfully, I already have it built right here. This is the final obstacle. And you may be wondering, bruh, where's the lava? Well, the lava is the strips of red on the floor right here. You see, these are actually extremely sticky pieces of tape. And if the ants try to walk on them, well, they're gonna get stuck, of course. So if the ants want to get to the strawberries that I put at the end of the obstacle, they're gonna have to use one of the 3 tools I provided for them to figure out how they can maybe cross this lava. Or maybe...
Wait, I thought you said you loved your pets. Or how are you gonna unstick them from that? I thought you liked your ants. Are you just gonna hold them? Like, I'm just asking. Like, wait, was that what he said earlier? That he doesn't want to like hurt none of his pets? Yeah, during the falling pit thing. During the falling thing, he said, "I'm not evil. I don't want to hurt my pets. I mean, I don't want to unalive my pets in GTA." So, by my calculations, how is he gonna get them off of that? Who knows? Let's see. And if he doesn't, we're gonna assume that every ant that gets caught on that tape is unalive. So you're not valid. Stop trying to play nice. Stop trying to play nice. Stop doing that. We don't do that.
Make a crazy
Stop trying to play nice.
Their bodies to cross it. Who knows? Anyways, I wanted to make sure most of these guys actually participated, so I spent the past few hours individually picking up each of the ants from the ant nest and transporting them into this container.
This is work.
Or at least as many as I can get. The rest are kind of under there. That way, they can be easily transported. But before pouring these guys in, I just want to tell you guys that the TerraGreen merch is... wasted no time, and I just dumped the ant straight in. If you can't tell, I actually changed the design of the obstacle a little bit, because if you remember that red tape, well, I actually replaced it with an even stickier and thicker kind of tape to make sure these ants wouldn't be able to just walk across. Anyways, let's see how they do. As you can probably guess, lots of the ants immediately went up to the tape and partially got stuck in the front. So don't worry guys, I'll be watching the ants throughout this obstacle, and any of the ants that looks like they get super stuck in the middle, I'll be picking up with these tweezers and moving back to the start so they don't get stuck in here.
Okay, let me shut up. Okay, never mind. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. I thought it was over, okay? I'm like, because I thought, for some reason, I thought the tape was so strong that it might, like, actually, like, you know, like, take off one of their legs if he, like, does that. But I guess in that situation, he's valid. Okay, he's valid. I was talking shit for no reason. My bad. I ain't know what I was talking about. I should have waited. Sorry. Let's keep going. Come on.
And hurts. Anyways, to actually cross this tape, like I said earlier, I gave these ants different tools, like a pile of dirt, some pieces of string, and even some wood chips to see
String. Okay.
if they'd be smart enough to actually use these things to their advantage to cross the piece of tape. And while it may look like the ants are not using the tools here, if you look very closely down here near the dirt, they've actually already started to push this pile of dirt onto the tape.
They're smart. Okay, they're smart. But what I don't like about this is, it doesn't really feel like they're smart. It feel like they just picked the most, because it feel like, I don't know. Because, you know, the dirt was right next to it, so they can just, somebody probably pushed it over and then stepped on it and was like, oh, we can do this. More than actually like, okay, let's pick this thing up and put it across this so we can just do this. You know what I mean? It's like they found out on accident. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Make a little bridge that they could walk onto. If they keep building up this bridge, they would actually be able to cross this with no problem whatsoever. But when I was filming
the
this,
way they dig this
I actually noticed that the ants had actually been walking across the tape and somehow had made it extremely close to the end. Yeah, I have no clue how this ant just managed to ignore the stickiness of this tape. I guess his legs were just extremely strong or something.
He look hurt. Get that man to the hospital. he look hurt, bro. That man look hurt. Like, damn, what's going on? Hey, no. I take it back. I take my apology back. Cause you hurting these ants with this tape, bro. He look hurt.
He got all the way to the end.
Look at his legs.
Pulling himself off the tape, but eventually he was able to do it. And wow.
Oh, he was still on the tape. Never mind. I'm sorry. I keep jumping the gun. I keep disrespecting this creator. Jumping the gun, disrespecting him. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I thought he was on the ground and his legs were just hurting. That's why he was moving like that. I thought he was hurt. My bad. That's my fault. I'm sorry. Let's go.
This ant just technically passed the obstacle. Oh my gosh, bro. I didn't even see this ant, but...
And one thing you can't say about an ant is that it's selfish. Because as soon as the ants, I've been seeing this a lot and people been saying it and telling it to me. Not people, people on the YouTube, like him too. They like show videos where like the way ants hunt is one ant will go out, find some shit, and come back and tell the crew like, hey, I found this, instead of just eating it himself on some fat shit. You feel me? So ants are they're caring kinda. You feel me? Like I think this one's going back to tell his crew.
I mean, he just passed
And somebody else is about to pass.
Good job, bro. Why is it the past 3 obstacles? It's been a single ant that's clutched it up for the...
It's ants. It's Anthony, gang.
All these guys off.
Bro, it's Anthony. It's fucking Anthony. I know it's Anthony. You need to make that man a king or something. Like you need to do something for Anthony, bro. You need to give him like some type of special treat that ants like or something. Like he deserves it, bro. He honestly deserves it. I feel like it was him all 3. And even if it wasn't, I don't care. He's taking your credit, bitch. It was Anthony, nigga. It was Anthony. It was Anthony, bro.
I got them all picked up into a container and transported them back to their nest safely. Alright, because you guys beat it, I'm going to give you this piece of the strawberry. And because the ants beat all of the obstacles I gave them, I'm going to be giving them this brand new ant nest. Basically, it's just a bit more compact and it has a cool outworld.
Come on, bro. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I just don't like that because I feel like Anthony did everything. So the rest, I'm sorry, I didn't do that. I mean to do that. But I feel like Anthony did everything. So the rest of them don't really, deserve. I mean, they do deserve a new home. They deserve the new home. But they don't deserve as much as Anthony. Like they don't deserve everything that Anthony's getting. Because Anthony really clutch. Anthony was clutching his butt cheeks.
Of the strawberry, a bit more optimal for them. So I'm gonna go and move them in there. Anyways, hopefully you guys were entertained and learned something new about ants in this video.
Yes, and can you please do a 1,000 ant versus things video? No, not the 1,000. Like 100 ants. I feel like 100 or 50 ants or like 20 ants would be fine. Versus something, because I feel like I would love to see that video, but 1,000 is just too much. Like it's gonna be everything. Like come on, bro. Unless it's like a human or something, because the humans can just keep on stomping around and the ants are over. Unless it's like a life-size thing. So like, just put a whole bunch of random bugs and get like 10 or 20 ants and get them to like, you know, get at each other. Now y'all, I'll see y'all next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace out, man. I love y'all. Love y'all so much, man. Peace out, y'all.